Okay. Hey, folks. Welcome back to Let's Play Prey. I've got my Cafe Karsk. I've got my Captain Spree's fish sticks. We're going to see if we can finish this out in an hour. If we can't, that's okay. Then you'll get a bonus. Well, right now Talos 1 is home to a few of the world's best scientists and innovators, and a bunch of leftover biological material that used to be the world's best scientists and innovators, which we've harvested and then injected into our brains. So I guess it's not wrong. I mean, in the sense that we're taking material, turning it into goop, sticking it in our heads. As long as we're on Talos 1, it's still home to the world's best scientists and innovators. They just happen to be living in one body and smacking things with a wrench. Or shooting psychokinetic blasts at other things. So there's that. Whew. You may recall, we fought off Dahl's black boxes. We found a way to knock Dahl out without killing him. We have secured a ride home because we wiped his memory. And now all we have to do is go and talk to Alex. Oh, probably should have saved after leaving the Neuromod division, but whatever. You get to sit through another loading screen. Hooray! Some Typhon trigger a powerful fear effect. Well, we knew that. If you made it all the way through these videos, thanks for watching. I hope it has been as much fun for you watching them as it has been for me playing them and making them for you. Prey, well, aside from being the spiritual successor to System Shock 1, I think this is my favorite, or... No, I will say it. I think it's my favorite first-person shooter that's come out in a long time. Not because of, like, lots of shooty things or lots of guns, but it's an FPS with RPG elements, and there's a lot you can do for character progression, and your choices do have an impact ever so slightly on the story. Okay. There's still crud out there. Funny how we don't run into it when we're outside, though. Go figure. Maybe we'll check in with Michaela and Dr. Igwe one last time before we go. Oh, okay. There we go. One last thing. Have I been actually... Okay, good. I've been captured this whole time. My next Let's Play, maybe I'll have an audio meter on the screen. Ah, I'm glad we're over that whole killing your dad incident. Oh, but she still won't talk to me.
The discoveries made aboard Talos 1 seem to validate some form of panpsychism. Consciousness is a fundamental force that exists everywhere to one degree or another. It seems plausible, then, that an organism evolved which is able to metabolize complex forms of consciousness.
What are you saying? They eat other minds?
Yes.
That's... How can something like that exist?
The security station in the lobby might have weapons.
We're just gonna brush off... Oh, I never noticed this before. January has the same color scheme. Oh, aside from having a piece of tape on the side, January has the same color scheme as our uniform. And a little piece of scotch tape that says, or whatever, masking tape? I don't know. It says January on the side. So yeah, in case you didn't catch that, now that we know about things like telepathy and telekinesis, we know that consciousness is a thing. Like, it's not just a thing that beings have, it's kind of like the electromagnetic field. It exists. And as such, we know that an organism... well, January just said it. An organism evolved which is able to take advantage of that consciousness and use it for both energy and creating more of itself. Where viruses literally, like, bust into a cell copy in there, or not bust into a cell, sorry, inject a cell with their own code for making more copies of themselves, use the cell as a way to make more of themselves, against the cell's wishes, usually. The Typhon are similar in that they do the same thing with consciousness. Incidentally, if you want to read some mind-blowing stuff, read about fungal cells. I know this has nothing to do with anything, but fungus is weird and strange, and everything you thought you knew about biology, like molecular biology specifically, doesn't really apply as soon as, well, as soon as you look at the world of fungi. Like cell nuclei? Oh yeah, we've got like 20. And then there are viruses that can take advantage of it, but those viruses are only specific to myconoids. Oh yeah, we knew about this. 2025, the Kletko was privatized, man is still alive, woman can survive, you know. Now that we've killed most of the Typhon, I could probably get around to fixing that thing finally. Just in the nick of time, too. Where's a mimic? Oh, there's a mimic. That's what's left of Jenny King. Wait, where did I see? Oh. Yeah, try it, buddy. Come on, bring it. Wait, why am I going this way? Oh, well. For a second, it sounded like there was a poltergeist. I guess we probably shouldn't try to glide over there. Wait, have we been up here? Yes. There is a poltergeist somewhere around here. Or I'm just going crazy.
I promised you.
Well, Mike died again. But, oh well.
Well, I'm in, Kate. All I ask is you hear me out first. And you can blow Talos 1 to pieces if that's what you think is best. I don't think you'll do it. I know. Because I used to think we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me. You showed me anything was possible, even if the price was steep. That part of you is still in there. We can make history, Morgan. Not those leeches on the TranStar board of directors, not Mom and Dad. You and I. Just like we planned. We've got the data to confirm what you suspected. And Carl is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message? And who is listening to it? I think you know. Ever since we first tested the Typhon neuromods, you've known. This fabrication plan is for the null-wave device prototype you can see. It will hijack the Carl signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Take it. And the army key, What? Morgan!
Yeah. Horizon is coming. And giant fuck-off alien tentacles. Grab. No! Snagged Alex. Put him back in the safe house. Dagnabbit, come on. That's nothing. Okay. Animal tentacles are going to eat our brother. Where'd he go? We'll leave him in here with the snacks. I'm sure he's going to want those. Shit. Where did he go? I wanted to search his body. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna need those. Leave the family photo with Alex. There's no reason for it, because we've already seen it. Shut the door. Okay, we managed to save Alex. Again, you don't have to do this, but you'll get more content if you do.
Morgan, thank you for what you did. You could have left me to die. It's more important than ever now that we finish this the right way. Take care of the null-wave device. I'll head for the bridge as soon as I catch my breath.
Okay, so my voice is obviously familiar. Probably sound more tired than usual. It's been never-ending. Setting up the rooms and protocols to test the new mods, the risk is substantial. But if we succeed, copying neural networks from the Typhon onto human minds is going to change everything. So, I'm putting myself in the sim. I've done everything I can to make sure I don't wind up lobotomized. One last safety measure. Let me introduce October. Say hello. Hello, Dr. Yu. October will help you remember what you're supposed to do if things go sideways. Once testing starts, there's no going back. When they uninstall the mods and reset the test, it'll rewind me I'll forget everything. Theoretically, they could keep me reliving the same day over and over, and I'd never know. If you're listening to this, that's probably what happened. It also means I don't know if I can trust my own brother. Alex won't like what I have to say next. I started plans for a prototype null wave strong enough to kill every Typhon on Talos 1. I hid a copy of the plan on top of the data tower by the scary chair. You know the one I'm talking about. Alex agreed to explore the idea, but I know my brother. First sign of trouble, he'd rather blow it all up and blame someone else. So, you're probably on your own. There's a lot at stake here. Too late to stick our heads in the sand. You know what to do.
Well, here we are. Hopefully you'll never have to listen to this recording, but if you do, then something unfortunate's happened to me. I suspect you've seen enough by now to abandon the notion of destroying Talos 1. I've always been the one who thought we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me that we could do anything we imagined. No matter how ridiculous. I hope you still believe that. If not, then I'm glad I died before seeing my sister succumb to pessimism. We have the data to confirm what you suspect. The coral is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching out to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message, and who is listening to it. I have a feeling you already know. I'm carrying a fabrication plan for the prototype null wave device you can see. Make one, then place it at the heart of the coral. We will hijack the coral's signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Good luck, Morgan. I just regret I won't be at your side to see it happen.
Well, that's what would have happened had we not, Oh, can I even get to the lobby, or are these things blocking the way? Oh, thank goodness. Okay. So, you're probably wondering, what the heck was that? And, yeah, I've played this and I'm still not entirely sure. Either the Typhon came through like a wormhole, or Talos 1 itself got sucked through a wormhole, or something weird. But either way, we're surrounded by the biggest Typhon I've ever seen next to the Nightmare. They're horrible, spooky tentacles coming through. There's no gravity in the Arboretum for some reason. It's bad.
Morgan, you anticipated the kind of appeal Alex would make. Sibling bonds, history. You programmed me to refute him point by point. However, we can skip that. A Typhon the size of a skyscraper is currently eating Talos 1 for lunch. Ergo, Alex is wrong. Destroy the station. Just as you planned. The blast will take the monster down with it.
Destroy the station? But didn't you hear him? The null wave. Alex is correct. It could work and preserve what we have learned here. We have to try.
Igwe, look at the alien outside the station.
Of course it's a risk, but we've seen the generator work. To destroy all this, to murder a species, and the research lost. It's...
January is right, Morgan. We can't let these things get back to Earth, even if one of them hit Earthside.
Morgan, please. Destroying the station should be the last option, not the first.
Man, what the heck? I know I have plans, it's just... And this has not happened the last time I played. Okay. Prototype null wave transmitter. Alex's arming key. And Morgan's arming key.
Is that the final stages of the Typhon?
I guess so.
Morgan,
So, alright, we've got two choices. And we're back. 3, 2, 1, spike. Okay, next thing we have to do, find a way to make the null wave or make the arming keys. Let's see, we can either go to the shuttle bay. I think there's a working fabricator in the hardware labs. Let's go to the shuttle bay. Okay. Not much more to do. All we have to do... Well, there's a place where we have to put the null wave. I think that's psychotronics. And the arming keys have to go into the reactor way down at the bottom. And this time, in case you haven't noticed, there's horrible, terrifying things out there.
If the idea hasn't occurred to you, I'm sure it will eventually. Don't do it. I can't predict what would happen if you scan the apex, but all my models point to suffering.
So don't try to scan the big-ass Typhon. Let's see. Operator dispenser. Oh yeah, duh.
Deployment. Resume aperture cleared. Operator deployment resuming.
Answer unclear. Ask again later. Oh! No, we don't want to go there. What's that? Well, that's a recycler, but... Oh, I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque.
Obstruction detected. Please clear aperture of debris.
Okay, we're gonna try to make them both.
The heart of the coral is in psychotronics, in the original containment cylinder. Placing the null wave device there will override the entire coral network with our own signal. Use your psychoscope to locate the exact spot.
Oh. Okay. Wait, why did I do... Well, okay, right. So now we have two harming keys. Let's see. There it is. I like these objective names. A mind without limits and perdition. Quickest way to both places is through the guts. Do one more save game. And then we'll go through the guts. The guts was already pretty dangerous, but now it's going to get more dangerous. All it took was 5 years for human learning to be revolutionized. This is one of those things that gets you to think about the rate of change. I'm not a crazy futurist like Ray Kurzweil or anything like that, but we went from cell phones being like something only rich people had to something everybody had but was a chunky thing with buttons to a rectangle that delivers you the entirety of the internet and connection to all people you know, plus basically games and stuff, within the span of about a decade and a half. Even on like a human time span, that's a very short period of time. We don't have enough parts to fix it. How do we get out of this for Schlurgener Place? Oh great, I didn't fix either the recycler or the fabricator. I just kind of ignored them both. I guess that's one way to go. Here we go. One more thing. Okay, good.
Microgravity detected.
We're gonna go... I saved the game. Ooh. Is we're gonna do the,
Warning, suit integrity damaged.
Oh, that was as good as reason as any to save the game. Wow, I didn't know it would, like, instantly eat you successfully. That's bad. I wonder if I can zap it or mind control it or something. Anyway, the simplest ending is the one with the null wave. I'm going to do that first. Then we're going to go back and see all of the endings. Well, all three. There are 3 endings. 3, like, endings with any consequence. Little details are different here and there. If there's anything different, and there's no way to go back and fix it, then I'll just tell you. Okay. Hopefully there isn't a giant writhing mass blocking our path. There's a giant writhing mass blocking our path. Let's try this way instead. Oh, I hope that's not something coming to eat me. Oh, it's something coming to eat me.
Suit integrity damaged.
Ah. Okay. Maybe this wasn't the best path to take. Oh, great. Radiation. Ugh.
Radiation poisoning detected.
I hope I have some overdrive. Much better. You guys fight if you have to. Not a good. We get zapped, that's okay. If ever there was a time to stop hoarding and start using my supplies, it's now.
Suit integrity
Ow!
damaged.
It's alright. We got repair kits. I bet there's a suit chipset that reduces damage from smacking into things. Okay, that's where we want to be. I mean, not really, but that's where we're going to be.
Low gravity detected.
made it to Psychotronics. One step of the way there. Okay. Yeah, I think they say something, corrupted medical operators. It's like, this injury has a patient. Oh, madre de Dios. Holy moly. I know this is no time to be hacking around, but whatever. Boop, 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 boop. Only one. Ow, 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 crap. That's where the other one is. Oh boy. Looks like a kind of neural tripwire. Okay.
Microgravity detected.
Ow! I don't like it. How about this? I'll use my own mobility. Oh. Where'd it go? It's around here somewhere. There you are. Psycho Shock do anything against it? Okay. Not really much of a boss, just kind of like a thing. No, we don't need any of that. The heart of the coral is right here on the Verona satellite. Oh, I don't think I've ever taken a look in there. These look like chairs. Was there a person in here? Oh, crap.
Kill them.
Adrenaline. And another dose of Morgan's cell lines. Do it.
That should do it. Come to the bridge. We can finish this thing once and for all.
Assume Alex's plan succeeds. Then what? You're taking a massive gamble that there aren't more predators like the Typhon. In the history of the universe, humans have only recently become self-aware. Yet you're going to kick the door open on a much wider and older cosmic ecology. One that feeds on consciousness. These are shark-infested waters. Alex believes we can be the bigger shark, but what if we're just poor swimmers? And now there's blood in the water.
Well, by that logic, I think blowing up the station wouldn't make much of a difference either, to be honest. but then again... So yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the game starts in 2035. And now I don't remember what does it originally say when you wake up. I'll have to go back and relook at that. Either way, it's not that Morgan's been in the sim for years, but he came to Talos, or she came to Talos.
Microgravity detected.
They came to Talos. Bring out our glue gun. Pretty soon we're going to run into scary tentacles. At least the magnetosphere isn't screwing up anymore, I guess. Quick thing. Okay. Should be just a hop, skip, and a jump up to the bridge. I accept that there's a giant horrible thing blocking our way. That's for sure. How do I get around this? Did I get around this? Very carefully. Okay. Arboretum.
Mortal gravity detected.
Yeah. Probably William and Catherine Yu are not going to be super happy about our foiling their mission to kill us. But, you know, what are you going to do? I feel like it's a very Shakespearean kind of thing, but I can't immediately.
Microgravity detected.
Analogies. Oh. All right. Where are we? Trying to get to the bridge.
Suit integrity damaged.
And we're out of repair kits. It's okay. I'm not planning to smack into anything else. Oh, come on. We don't have to outrun the tentacle. Hey, you might be able to help. Oh, never mind. I'm good. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, we have one last chance to do things differently here.
Morgan, Igwe, what's the update on our patient?
Commander Dahl is making a speedy recovery, and we are making our way to the shuttle bay. I've informed him of the threat to the station, and...
Fine, Morgan, I'll meet you in the shuttle bay.
What the hell have you done?
I've simply acted on Morgan. Morgan,
Your operators locked me out of the comm terminal. We need to link up to the null wave device if we're gonna get that signal off before it's too late.
consider the risk. Alex's plan, if it works, is only a short-term solution. None of us has the right to endanger every life on Earth.
If anyone's playing God here, it's you. Your lunatic plan denies everyone a birthright to the stars.
You know how neuromods are made. The demand will only increase. In the future Alex envisions, many will die for the benefit of a privileged few.
I'm not arguing with a glorified desktop. Kill it, Morgan.
Sorry, Morgan. I won't relinquish...
You made the right choice. The terminal's linked up again. It should only take a few seconds for a signal to propagate through the coral and lobotomize every Typhon on Talos 1, including the big one outside. The rest of us should get away with a mild headache. I'll let you do the honors, but you better hurry.
Here we go.
What is a neuromod? Well, it's both an easy answer and a complicated one at the same time. It is the future, today. More importantly, our past, today. This is the work TranStar does. Every employee working together. It's immortality, and it is beautiful.
In a manner of speaking, I guess. Thanks for watching Prey. Now you get to sit back and enjoy some, well, whatever that is. A view from the security desk? There really isn't much to say at this point other than to let the credits roll. Oh, did you see that? Was that there before? I don't remember there being a coffee cup there. Whatever. Who might have questioned? Oh, that's bad. That looks like a Weaver. Oop. Well, we never did use that power, did we? There is a power that lets you make your own phantoms. That's okay. You'll have plenty of time to see all those crazy powers in the next Let's Play project. Because you see, Prey has a DLC, that I have not talked about or touched on yet. Oh, is that the nightmare? That's a nightmare. Sudo. Like, Sudo make me a sandwich. Aw. And thank you for watching. But we still have more credits. A lot of people put a lot of work into this game. I'd just like to point that out. This is not a crappy little indie game. This was one produced by, like, I guess a relatively big studio, Arcane. I had never heard of them before this, but I don't really keep up with a lot of video game news these days. Oh. I said, Sudo, make me a sandwich, and it made me a sandwich. Just a reminder, everything is going to be okay. I promise there is a reason why we're sitting through all these credits, don't worry. What's this? A hidden location.
It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, and nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise, and later it recovered the Leitner connectomes. They were of no practical use, except that they were deeply meaningful to me. It installed multiple Typhon-based neuromods. It could mean an instinctive return to its own kind, or an attempt to integrate its dual natures. But its most surprising act was sparing Da. While perhaps for purely selfish reasons, this, at least in principle, enabled others to escape Talos 1.
Michaela.
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found my father's records. And then, I did not expect this, but it let me listen to them. Despite the self-incriminating content, it was willing to make itself vulnerable. Then, there was a man in psychotronics, Ingram.
Would you let it live?
Yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help, and it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dar's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37. That was dangerous. No way to be sure, but I think it has a sense of retribution. There were a lot of humans controlled by the Typhon that it could have harmed. Seems like it went out of its way to avoid that. I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, it chose to activate the null wave device. Why? To preserve the Typhon technology? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we have to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something. What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories. This is the world today. We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do. We're gonna shake things up, like old times.
Yay! It took 22 hours and 49 minutes. We rescued 15 humans. We killed no humans. We installed 126 neuromods. We acquired 26 human abilities and 15 Typhon powers. So that's it. That's Prey. Thanks for watching. But next time, let's see where we're at. Yeah, just 1 second. Alright, next time on Let's Play Prey, we're going to go through the other endings. I'm not going to go all the way through, just where we left off. I'm going to explain what some of the changes are for the little subtle things And maybe I'll have time to give you a super secret exclusive sneak preview of Let's Play Prey Moon Crash. See you then.